Hi everyone, this is just trying to play it. We're back with Sunrise's Order. That's what we're back with today. Now, last time, don't remember what the hell we did last time. What did we do last time? Well, anyway, we'll figure it out. Okay, so each day I want to try to get a little routine going. I know that that usually does not work out because stuff happens. But each day we're going to get some of these contracts. So we're going to look and see what it is we think we can do, and then we're just going to try to do it. Now, I would love to do the grilled fish, but I don't think that we can even fish yet. Where is that? Oh, we can. I didn't buy. That's what it is. I don't think I bought the fishing rod. If I did, I don't remember buying it. We're down to 51 coins too. That's that's probably not that good. We probably bought a bunch of seeds, is what I'm hoping that we did. Um, yeah, yeah. So I want to get this lemon tree, and the apple. The apple tree gives us apples every season, so I think it's good to get that started early and just build that up. But the lemons only do summer and autumn, but we can at least allow the lemons to grow um, during the off season, I guess. So in the meantime, it looks like we can fulfill this first contract here. Where'd it go? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm supposed to use the workshop with the, yeah, well. Okay, workshop's finally ready. Think my challenge will be to build myself a sawmill. However, I don't know how to make one. I might have to fill in some contracts first, customer contracts first. This way I can learn new techniques and better develop my farm. That is so true. So we're supposed to make an axe. That's what we're supposed to do. So let's get that axe going. Now we have a hoe already. Let's water our crops. Now the first thing I think I'm gonna do with this axe is get rid of this stuff over here. I'm gonna get rid of all these guys because they are definitely in the way. So we'll finish our watering. Luckily, it kind of tells us when we're done. We have one more of these tulip seeds, which we're going to plant that as soon as we are able to. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm pretty sure that I did. I also play this on my own. I have a another game that I have going on, and it's been going for a while. I believe that game is probably, I want to say, in year two, maybe. Um, but I just want everyone to know that even though this game looks, I'll finish that thought in a minute. This is my axe. Its blade doesn't look very sharp, but it seems to be resistant. Fortunately, I learned this recipe from my video games. That's kind of lame, isn't it? Okay. But first things first, before I get back to my thought, you'll notice this axe is not breakable. So you will always have this tool. This hoe is not breakable. You'll see that here. It doesn't break. So you'll at least have these tools, even if you upgrade your other stuff and run out. So that's a good thing. At least you'll have something to fall back on. Now, as I was saying, uh, what was I saying? Oh, in my other gameplay, I noticed that um, there's a lot of things that I have yet to experience in the game. Even in that gameplay, like I said, I'm in year two. There's a lot that I'm still discovering, even in year two. So I want to say thank you, developers, for creating something that, number one, um, was kind of deceptive because I really thought this game was not this intense. I didn't think that it was so much to it, to where it was going to keep me that busy. So I did give up on it early, and I admit that. And for that, I'm glad that I'm wrong. I really am happy that I was wrong about that. Because this game gives you so much more. I'm going to pick this up. It gives you so much more than you can ever imagine. Now, another thing that I think I want to do is we're going to have to figure out where we're going to go with this skill tree. Now, right now, we can do starter and we can eventually get to hard worker. But we're going to have to figure out if we want to care more about using energy, such as increasing the damage, increasing our maximum energy, our, the space we have, or do we want to worry about increasing the prices of crops, things like that. Now, in my other gameplay, I don't sell crops outright. I actually hoard every single crop that I have, and I keep them for the contracts that will occur later on. Okay, it's more exhausting than I thought. In video games, it seems so much easier. I'll have to think about preparing meals or going to sleep to recover my energy. Now, yes, that is a big thing here. The energy goes so quick. Look at how much I'm using just to chop that log. Now, what I normally would do in this case is you'll notice the map. As you look around the map, it tells you what's sitting around. Now, I haven't gone up there. I haven't gone far enough up there. So, in this case, I think I'm going to start going to explore. I'm going to start from this side and see what else I can find. Hopefully, I'll find two more of these red and white mushrooms so that I can finish. Phew, I don't think I can break the stone with my axe. Am I even by a stone? I'm definitely going to need to make myself a hammer. To do this, I'll need to bring 3 stones and 3 timbers to my workshop. Okay, I was by a stone. I didn't even see that. So, okay, well, that gives us something else. Now, you notice as you're taking all of this stuff here, this does not use up any kind of energy, which is great because you wouldn't have time to do anything. So, what I normally do when my energy starts getting low, stamina, whatever you want to call it, I just start picking up stuff around the area. Because even so, I mean, I think a lot of people would clean up around their area or whatever. So, whether or not you can get it all through the season, I don't know. I really don't know. There's so much to do. So anyhow, how's everyone doing? What's going on? It is now fourth quarter. A lot of people are getting ready for the major holidays that are coming up. Your first one, which is I guess not considered a real holiday, but it is, Halloween is coming up at the end of the month. People are getting costumes and stuff like that. Oh, we got another gathering level. Now, what does those levels mean? Well, those levels basically give us our skill points and stuff like that. I have a delivery. Why do I have a delivery? Okay, let's go find that delivery. Hopefully it's close to the house. Oh, I gotta get this mushroom here. Let's get this here. I sometimes have a hard time passing this stuff up. But yeah, Halloween is coming, and then you've got Thanksgiving, and then you've got, now that's a little annoying. Did you see what the screen just did? But then you have Christmas and then New Year's, and then we start all over again. So I think a lot of people are getting ready for that. A lot of vacation is probably being planned. Okay, okay. So I did order. Oh my goodness, I was trying to figure out if I did or didn't. So I did order that. Okay, let's go ahead and plant some of this other stuff. Now it looks like we've only done another 4 plots. I don't think I have any more plots over here. 4 plots. I'm gonna do, let's do a cabbage seed. I am gonna put some of this stuff up. Let's put this up. I'm gonna put these up. Those up. And those. I'll move you up there just because. And you. Okay, we're gonna plant one of those. I forgot what I even bought. Okay, farm level up. Great. here we go. We got everything. And we had some one fertilizer, which I said I think I was going to use it to test something. Okay, let's see. We are still here. We have to do this one, so we'll do it. It'll open up. I think this is going to be next. More backpack space and more. I think we're going to do this whole thing here. Okay, we're going to do this whole section of starter and then start working on some of the other things. Now, it gave us, I discovered an application to help me manage my farm. I can decide which area to clear and where to build. Now I found the application. All I have to do is download it. So you gotta wait, let her download the thing, you know. And then we go in, and there it is. All right, what does this do? Now, at first I had no idea, so I'm not even gonna try to act like I know all of it. But what it does is it does what it just told you. You can clear land. So here our land is clear, so we can now upgrade our house. In order to upgrade the house, we're going to need 26, 25 in whatever currency this is. We're going to call it gold. And then we need 31 logs and 31 stone. That's not a lot. Doesn't sound like a lot, right? Well, in the beginning it was for me. And I didn't think about doing a lot of that stuff because I was enjoying myself farming. I'm farming, I'm running around, I'm doing certain things. And then I realized I was needing other stuff. So over here, what this does is it allows you to take this crop, this land, and designate it for whatever it is you're going to do. Right now, the only thing we have open are fields. But in order to designate this land to be a field plot, we have to pay 500 GP and 15 wood. That's not a lot either. But it is right now because we don't have it. We have 51. So anyway, um, let's take a look. Did we take any more contracts? I don't think we did. Okay, we've got the potatoes. So that shouldn't be an issue. We should be able to find another one of those. Let's look really quick at the contracts and see which one I think we can do. I really want to do this. 23rd of spring. I'm going to take it and then let's see. I forgot how long these take 7 days. We should be able to do that within those 7 days because I am. Did we get some other stuff? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we got some more furniture. Okay, so here we go. We got a small brown house, a small brown plant. We got the small carpet. We got the large carpet. And then we got a wooden library. Now, the reason why I clicked on those is because those little exclamation marks will still come up. So I wanted to kind of get rid of those a bit so it won't be kind of in my way. Okay, so we've done those. We need to, let's do a cucumber. See, that's why I say that you really can't, um, how many days you take? 8. You take 8. You take 5. I'm going to do the long term things first. And I think this one's good. Nope, wrong one. Got this. Dang it. I don't know how it did that. But anyway, yeah, and I passed out. Of course I did. Okay, guys, lesson to be learned here. Make sure that you're watching your stamina because that will happen. And here is the penalty for that. Look over here. I normally start with a full circle here. Well, not even circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentagon. Is that a pentagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I usually start with a full one of these over here. Full sexagon, I think it is. And I don't have a full one. I'm missing like a whole 1.5. That's gonna come back to haunt me tremendously because that means less stamina. That means I have to either eat or something like that. Now, what I didn't do was I didn't make myself this fire camp. I'm about to make that in a minute. But the reason why I make it is because it allows us to cook stuff, which normally that makes sense, right? So we need to do that because we need to at least have something that will help us. Now, we are going to, first things first, is we're going to make sure that everything's watered. Then the plan of the day, if we even want to call it that, is we're going to try our best to get some of these contracts filled. We're going to do just a little bit more exploring. Just a little bit more. Little bit. And then we're going to try and see, make some plans for next time. Um, like I said before, this game is really, really fun. It's really, really intense. Okay, we've opened up Hard Worker. So that gives us, we can increase our stamina, our max stamina. We can use less water to water the seeds, increase our damage with the axe and the hammer. And we can come over here and reduce the energy. This is more important to me, I think. But also, you get new blueprints. Now, do I want new blueprints? Hell yeah. Can I do them? Probably not. But I like to see what else they offer. And then we get more wood when we're cutting down trees. That's also important to me. Now, the question that I was saying before is, do we want to work on better tools, more efficiency before we start working on a lot more money? Or do we want to do money first and then use that money to help us get certain things? Now, what would that help us get, Harley? We can't buy a lot of different tools. Whenever we can get the tools, they'll come up. But most times we got to make our own tools and we have to upgrade them. Now, a lot of the contracts will probably give us opportunities for better tools also, but we've got to be ready. Now, you see here, factories work faster. What's a factory? I think I mentioned this before. Anything that produces anything is considered a factory. Now, here you can see we can make clothing and jewelry, and it has dollar signs on it. Those are probably very lucrative. In my playthrough right now, I still cannot make clothing and jewelry yet. Clothing, and I hope that I'm not spoiling anything for anyone, but clothing requires, I think, wool, I believe, and that obviously requires a certain type of animal, a sheep, lamb, whatever you want to call it. And I just refilled this for next time. I didn't refill it for now. So we are going to pick up the stuff that does not require that much energy because I want to leave a little bit of energy to fish. I at least want to try to get one fish. Um, and what I forgot to do was let's go and grab our little stone, which I got quite a lot of it actually. I am going to put these up for now. Now you see it says it's used to build things or used as fuel for fire, which yes it does. I used to sell these. They're only one a piece. Were they worth it? Probably not. Probably wasn't worth me even spending the time to sell them. Now, as you see here, 5 branches is going to make one piece of wood. 5 little stones is going to make one piece of stone. Now, you say to yourself, that doesn't seem like a lot. It's not a lot. But what it does is these really add up, because there's a lot of little stones around. There's big stones too. If you don't want to spend the energy to hit these big stones or chop down these trees, then you go ahead and pick up the little ones, which don't require any energy, and you can go ahead and keep doing those. The main reason why I pick them up, and I'm going to be honest with you, is because it goes towards helping us get to these skill points quicker. Because you'll appreciate how fast you get to skill points now, as opposed to later on when these things take what seems like forever for you to get skill points. And then at the same time, I like to kind of clean up a little bit. I'm not a clean freak and never will say that I am, but you need space to work sometimes. And right now, I'm kind of all over the place. Right now, I really want to look for that other. I want to look for more mushrooms, but I also want to look for. God, you run out of space so fast. Oh, I forgot to put the seeds up. That's what I made a mistake doing. Okay, pick up a few things along the way. Now, what did I forget to do? I forgot to put the seeds in here. This is where your seeds go. I think this thing only holds seeds. So you can only hold 10 seeds, 10 different seeds right now. It doesn't bother me as much because I plan to use my seeds. So there you go. There's a crafting level. Every time you do something over here is considered crafting. So now we're raising a crafting level. We have 5 wood. Okay. Now to do the sawmill, we have to come over here and we have to do some contracts to make this go up to at least 1. And then we'll have 1 point that we can use over here. The sawmill is first. All of this stuff is kind of important. Factory level 1, sawmill. As we start picking this stuff, we'll open up to new things. We've got the large animals, small animals. Your small animals, I think, are only your chickens. I don't think there's anything else you can do there, but you soon find out. Anyway, let's continue our little journey here. And I think I left a mushroom somewhere and I forgot where I left it. But luckily, like I said, and I will keep saying it, this activity here does not require any type of energy. There's my mushroom. None at all. Now, in the beginning, you get access to things that give you very small energy. You can't really cook anything yet. You don't have access to a lot. So it's best for you to go around and try to collect some sort of food so that you can keep working. It's really bad when you get to where I got to the last day, to where you pass out, you lose the rest of the day, but you also end up waking up with less energy than you should. So it's a lose-lose situation. Now there have been times where I've purposely, in my personal gameplay, I've personally passed out because I was in the middle of something. I just really need to get it done, like I was mining or something like that. I really need to get it done, and that's what I did. Gathering goes up again, so you appreciate all of the times that goes up really quick. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna keep doing that. Pretty soon you're gonna be praying for levels. So we're gonna go, and I think we should finish exploring over here first. Let's go up here now. There's some very tall grass up here. The tall grass, I think, only gives us more of the grass. I don't think it really, and so do these little vine looking things. I don't think it gives us anything else that's overly useful. So we want to keep that in mind also when we decide on where to use our stamina. Eventually, like I said, if you're anything like most people who play these types of games, you will eventually clean this whole thing. This is where you start at. This is where, your bread and butter is. You'll make sure that all of this is cleaned off. Um, from now on, when I do something like this, I just won't show it unless I'm really, really need to show it. But when you're doing this stuff, it's like it's relaxing. It helps you just kind of get through. It makes you feel like you're accomplishing something. Very satisfying. For some reason, it's very satisfying. And I picked up quite a lot of this stuff. I appreciate this stuff a lot because I don't have to use my energy. Now, I did wait too long to fish, so that's my fault. And we're going to do some more wood. That's my fault there. So let's go ahead and put this stuff up. I am going to put you up. Put you up. I have 10 mushrooms now. Okay, let's fulfill this contract and then we're going to go to sleep. Now, which one is it? This one. So you see it says we have 7. We need 5. We go up here. We pick it. Bam. Beautiful thing is it reads what you have in your storage. You don't have to keep moving stuff and everything. I love that. Absolutely love that mechanic. We were gonna go to sleep, but let's see if we can't get another contract. Be a minute before we can do those two. Don't know how to make that. Not gonna buy it. And we do have some grilled fish we can do. Well, we do plan on making a campfire and stuff. So let's go to sleep. Now it says I'm tired at 2300. Let's see when we wake up if it says the same thing. There we go. We're still tired. Okay. Now, I'm not concerned about that because as you can see up here, we're almost full. Why is that? Well, one of the reasons is we have double omelets over here. Twice, two eggs over easy with a bit of bacon. It makes a nice smile. Okay. We have double omelets. They give us 128 energy each time we eat it. Now we can take these out and we won't have them in the morning, which is always a possibility. But I see no point in doing that. So, okay, first things first is we're trying to make this hammer. So we're going to get that started. But we're also going to put some more stone on because we're going to need some stone to do this campfire. So we're going to let that roll. Beautiful, beautiful thing about rain, as you can see. Rain waters your crops. Simple. But the issue with rain watering your crops is that you also react to the rain. You react to the weather that's on this game. I think it's absolutely genius because there's a lot of games that you play, farming games especially, where you don't react to the weather. Whatever happens, happens, and it does not matter at all. But in this game, you react to the weather. If you're out here too long, you will get sick. So please keep that in mind, everyone. You want to test it for science? By all means, test it for science. I encourage you to do so. I really do. But you will react to the weather. I like it. I think it adds a little more challenge in here. Um, it's just nice to have. I have 3 more spots here. Now, one thing is when you first start, this is all you got going on is that one plot. I scoped out up here because if you look at the map, you have 1, 2, 3 plots here. This I think would be the ideal second field plot. Now, do I go for that now? Probably, probably. Within the first year, I'm definitely gonna do it probably before summer. So my goal is I need 500 and then I need the wood or whatever, which shouldn't be too hard to get. And we're gonna keep picking this stuff up. Now um we are almost full of stamina here. So we might think about chopping up a couple trees. We do get more wood just from the trees themselves. But I think we're gonna fish today. So our hammer is ready. The stone is ready. Here's a hammer. Its grip isn't the best, but it feels solid. Solid hammer. Okay. Now we're gonna put this stuff away. I want all my tools up here. I actually don't want you right there. I'm gonna put you there. Now I could put these up for now. I'm gonna hold on to these because we're gonna constantly be putting those inside of the workbench for them to get going. Okay, let's grab that. There we go, crafting level up again. So we're just gonna simultaneously go back and forth between these until we run out. Now we have 2 points. Okay, let's go inside out of the element. Let's see what else we have. We have some stuff. Food, here we go. We can buy pills when we don't feel well. Notice that this came up when it started raining, right? So that should tell you something. Resources is still the same. Tools is still the same. Subscriptions, I leave all of these deactive because if you don't, you'll pay for it now and then a month from now you'll pay again. For me right now, obviously we can't afford any of this stuff. I do want to get this because you can get really good food sent your way. I don't know if it depends on your level, the food that they send, but they'll send you many different things. Sometimes you might get wheat, sometimes you'll get some milk. You know, it's just really, really different. I think it's completely random. Now, as far as crops go, I don't pay for any type of delivery charge. So I need to, I can't replant anything because I don't have, okay. I think what I need to do is I need to really work on these contracts, don't I? Okay, so let's see what else we want to do. Hard worker. Do we want to increase our maximum energy? Do we want to increase the damage? You know what? I think the first thing we want to do is one of each of those. Now, when I was doing this and I was just playing by myself, I kept doing, oh, I want to see what other recipes are there. I want to increase the amount that my crops are worth. I want to do, all of that stuff. And you know what ended up happening? I ended up really wasting a lot of points, is what happened. And the reason why is because I missed out on some stuff. Um, and I'll be the first to admit it. I missed out on a lot of things because I was looking at what I normally look at, which is money on these games. How do I make money? What's the best way to make money? And I truly missed out on some stuff. And the problem is, hold on, I do have 3 slots available. I am gonna order 3 seeds. I think what I want. What do my contracts say? I got this one. I think I'm gonna work on this tulip one. I really kind of wanted some more turnips, but I think I'm gonna do the tulips because we do have a contract, and I don't believe I bought enough of those to even cover it. So we're gonna keep buying until we know that we have enough of those here, and I really don't see that many. And we're gonna try to buy as much as we can. But anyway, let's do a spot of fishing, shall we? Now, I don't did I show you the fishing mechanic? I don't even remember if I did. But what I normally do, you see this thing is flying. I normally use the arrow keys on my keyboard. And those are the keys that are closest to the numeric keypad. Now, why do I do that? Because sometimes, okay, I got my first catch. It's much more exhausting than I thought. Fortunately, I can cook this fish over a campfire and eat it afterwards to recover my energy. That is correct. Now, what I was going to say was the reason why I use the arrow keys is because it's easier for my brain to remember that this one is up, this one is, left, this is right, up, down, all that stuff. Now, WASD requires me to do a little extra thinking that I just don't have the energy for. I really don't. So I try my best to make it easier for me. Okay, so that's what you're looking at right now. You're looking at how is it easier for you. So if you can get used to WASD and you can do this as fast as you can, then by all means do it. Oh, I messed up. If you can do that, then by all means do it. Now, why did I still catch it? Because you get 2 chances to mess up. If you mess up on the very last little node or whatever, you still get the fish. Now, another thing is you make sure that it at least goes past that line. Now, that should be, easier said than done, right? But sometimes it's not. You do get other fish that go faster than the yellow perch does. So you might want to, prepare for that. Now, as you can see, I'm full. Now, that wasn't a fish that I caught. But what we'll do is we're going to put the fish away. We're going to put those away. First, let's go check over here. Make sure we're not missing out on these. We want these to be working as much as possible. Um, it's not that it's not that big of a deal if they're not, but I do like to try to be productive. We can now do the campfire. So we're gonna do the campfire hopefully before we go to bed, and we should have time. But until then, let's see this one, this one. I want to show. Dang, I didn't realize we were looking for all these potatoes. I'm gonna have to make sure we plant some more potatoes as well to make sure we cover these contracts. This is some lucrative money. Um, I want to do this one first because obviously we get three of these seeds for free. So we're getting 169 plus what is that, another 135? So we're getting over 300 just for four potatoes, and four potatoes is not worth 300, I'll tell you that. But what I want to do is I'm going to take this one off for now. So you can unpin and pin with F, and then you can pin something else, obviously. Now, if you hit give up, it tells you how many points you lose. Now, they have to, fix this spelling, but they tell you how many points of reputation you lose. In the beginning, that reputation means a lot, okay, because it will put you back a little bit. As you play, the lower the reputation, obviously, it's not that bad. I have taken on some contracts that, I thought I was going to be able to do. But what I did was I didn't let them expire by themselves. I believe if you let them expire by themselves, there's no penalty, I think, because they just expired. But if you give up on them, there is a huge penalty. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing any of the reputation leave when I let something expire naturally. So anybody else who knows different, I'm pretty sure they'll correct me because most times people do. But if you know different, please by all means let me know. So we're gonna fish one more time, I think, and then we're gonna be done fishing for the day. Now we just caught a pearl. Before I used to sell the pearls because they were, I think, 150 each. See, I just got another point. I love that. I absolutely love that. The pearls were 150 each. Now, saying to yourself, well, that sounds like good money, right? It really is good money right now. But I happen to know that later on, I'm gonna need that damn pearl. So I've been hoarding pearls on my playthrough. Um, I won't this time though. I will, but I won't. I know that some later on, I will hold on to these pearls. But for now, for science, you've got to at least sell one of everything you catch. At least that's the way I see it. Okay, time for the campfire, whatever you want to call it. So we'll let that roll. We probably be able to get that today, and then we're going to cook up some items in the morning. Unfortunately, we're going to probably end the episode soon, but we're going to go in here and we're going to use this point. Let's see. We did this and this. Have we been chopping down trees? We really haven't, but we'll get a bonus as to how much we'll get from the trees. I really want to do this one because it'll reduce the energy when we're using the axe. Because if we cut down trees, yeah, we'll get more, but it'll cost us more energy. And energy, we really need to conserve that right now. Now, we need two more points before we get to this next level. What I'm thinking of with this next level is probably the skewers. And I don't care how much fuel that is. And then we might do the tool. We might work on the tools over here and the energy. But we'll see. Because we don't really have, we have factories, but I don't need to see how much fuel. I might. I might. But anyway, okay, let's go back out here. It's 22:10. I'm hoping that that thing will finish soon. You know what? Let's just use the. It takes two wax for this thing. Now, I believe these take quite a lot. Now, before when I started doing this, that time went by so fast, didn't it? I shouldn't be going to sleep at this time. It's too late. That takes a lot. Okay, we're done there. Now, that's because we have the cheapest of the cheap, and that's still not done. So we have the cheapest of the cheap tool. So you expect to lose a lot of energy. You expect it to take more swings and stuff. We know how that works. I mean, many of us been playing these games for any period of time. We know how that works. Now there you go. The pearl is 150. Great money in the beginning. Great money in the beginning. And the difference is that personally, I try to do as many sell as much stuff as I can just to see how much it is so that I can compare it to the contracts. Because I know the contracts are more lucrative. I know that. But I want to see how much more lucrative are these contracts I'm getting than anything else. Now, I can't take that. Let's see what my contracts are. Is there anything I'm going to be able to finish? Probably this thing. But my contracts, okay. Oh, I hate the fog. Okay, what the fog does is you can't see the little hit box, here. So the fog actually makes this very hard. It also makes finding your packages pretty hard. But you can't see, where you're uh, watering or anything, which is very, very annoying. But you have an idea of where you're, doing stuff. Luckily, all of these need to be planted anyway. All of these need to be watered, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not overwatering. They don't let you overwater. They don't even let you water anything when there's nothing in the patch. So I mean that in itself is pretty good. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put this out there. Okay, we have our campfire now. At first I was thinking to put it inside, but I was like, no, I'll leave it out here. There we go. Now what can we make? Meat, grilled chicken, and fried mushroom. We can also grill any fish that we've discovered yet, I believe. Well, we've got common bass, we've got the bitterling. I didn't see the yellow perch here yet, but I'm pretty sure there it is. They let us do that too, so great. So in order for me to fulfill this contract, I need to cook 3 fish. Now, which fish will I do? I have not seen them ask for bitterling that much. What? Okay, hold on. There we go. I have not seen them ask for bitterling that much. Now, sometimes they will, but I haven't seen them do it yet. So when they do, I'll stop cooking the bitterling for my personal use. But as you can see, when you're making grilled fish, as long as you catch it here, it does not matter what fish you use, as long as you catch it before the whole batch is done. Before one in the batch is done. Let me put it that way. You can only do 3 at a time, however, in this batch. You have to give it some sort of fuel. Coal is the ideal. You can use grass. Now, I didn't see all that. I didn't pay attention to it. So let's take our grass and let's come up here and let's put our grass in. This allows 20 grass to go in here. Now, I don't know if 20 grass is the equivalent of, say, 4 coal or 8 logs. I don't know. I never paid attention to any of that. All I know is grass has a purpose now. Grass didn't have a purpose for me before. Okay, but grass has a purpose now. So we're gonna make sure that we take advantage of that purpose to the fullest. All right. Now, if you look at the map does not show that it's foggy. We need to explore probably here. This is probably the border. This is the border on this side. We have gone over here. We've gone all up in here. So we've looked at, I think, almost everything on this particular little island. So we need to go to the left and see what we can find over here. Now, in this fog, which, okay, I forgot I left something over here. This is junk, garbage bags. Don't the things I threw away yesterday disappear on their own when I go to sleep like in video games? I'll have to find another way to get rid of these items and their stench. Now, I haven't found yet what damage these things do. You know, what damage the trash does. But I can only imagine. I'm not trying to have it ruin my island. I'm not trying to have it ruin my crops. But I can only imagine what it actually does. So, in that regard, I try not to leave that stuff there. Okay, it's a good place to build a bridge. That way I can explore more of my island. Yes, this is true. So, what do we need? 20 hardwood, 20 chipstone. Now, you say to yourself, you haven't seen any hardwood. No, we have not. These trees actually have hardwood. So, I learned this tree here that's shaped like this has hardwood. I don't know what this tree has yet because I am still in my other playthrough unable to chop that tree down yet. So that tells me I've been slacking off a bit because I should be there already. I should already at least know, what that tree does. There's my shipment. I had almost forgot that I ordered something. Almost forgot. Now let's see where it put my stuff. I'm gonna put the junk in here for now. You know what? That's enough to do another. And you can do. And I'm gonna put you away. Okay, this is ready. More wood. Get the stone. Another wood. Hey, there's my shipment right there. Now, honestly, not knowing where your shipment's gonna be is a little annoying. There's a lot of places where your stuff is in a mailbox, in some sort of drop box. In here you have to kind of search for your stuff, which is very, very time consuming. It's like all the stuff I'm doing, I have to search around for my stuff. Did I cook this all by myself and was out of microwave? It looks so delicious. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's only cooked so that we can sell this bad boy. So here we go. There's gonna be another 180 bucks in our pocket. Bam, send that. There we go. Now, these things are going to do us well. This is some good money we're waiting on here. Okay, it's more than 1,500. It's going to do well, but those are going to take a while. If you will notice that those things that pay a lot take a little minute, take a hot minute. Now, what I could do is I could get these. I believe these grow in 6 days. I think I had these on day one. I'm not sure. I may have had some. I don't know. But I believe they count 6 days from the day that you actually plant them. So I think we planted them on day 1 or 2. So I should see them on day. Wait, these take 5 days, I think. So I should see them either day 6 or 7. We're on day 6, so I'm gonna see it probably on day 7. Now, do I get this and then sell those off? Don't know. I probably will get this one instead. I do kind of want that because it gives you free seeds. But I don't know how to create a small brown plant. I could buy one, but I think that defeats the whole purpose. So we go in here, we look at furniture. Small brown plant is 150. It's pretty much bartering. We're going to trade 150 for what are these? 40 each. For 151, we make a buck profit. Plus, we make a buck profit. But we'll get the seeds at least where we can grow more of those. But I doubt if I'll do that. I'll do this though, because these things are found on the ground. So we're going to do those. I am going to leave these pins on there. And we have a little bit of time left in the day, but not a lot of energy. We're going to keep trying to make stuff to bring up our crafting. So basically, everyone, that's what the game entails. It entails you doing stuff, increasing your levels, trying to get. I forgot my mushrooms. Can't forget the mushrooms. Okay, we can only do three at a time, so let's let those run. It entails you just doing stuff to increase your levels, make your farm better, go out and explore. You find other things. You can increase your farm. You can also have animals, things like that come into play. You saw that in the Animazon website, so you can buy animals there, but you have to unlock them. So that's basically what you're doing. You're going through here doing anything and everything to unlock stuff, and then you're using said stuff to make money. And that money gets you other stuff. So, like if you get animals and everything, you have to feed them. I don't remember if there's a way to make your own animal feed, but I do know you have to feed them. You can buy the animal feed. Chickens take one type of food. Your cows and your small animals, big animals. It's like that. So your small ones take different food than the others. So that's basically what it is. So I'm gonna go around and kind of see if there are any little things laying around that I can grab. I might as well grab you. Those what are those things called? Let's see. Up here. These things, the Natica and the starfish. Those sometimes respawn, and they respawn on the beach like area. This is a beach like area. They respawn around here, and each day you may get different ones. Now, as far as the mushrooms, they also respawn. But this stuff here, like your branches, your logs, I don't believe those come back. I believe your grass does, but I don't believe your logs and branches come back. Once you remove those, they're gone until another time, until I think the next season. So just remember that. It's not limited. Well, it's kind of unlimited stuff. So after you've gathered all of these, don't be afraid to say, oh, well, now it's time for me to, even with my hammer, I should be able to chop some some of these big old rocks up. I should be able to pound them down. But it takes more stamina than I'm willing to use right now. So I think for right now, I'm going to use most of my stamina for the crops, and then I'm going to use the rest of the stamina for fishing. Now you may be saying, "Oh my goodness, another one of those games where, fishing and doing everything else other than farming is more lucrative." That's actually not true. Um, yeah, you can do other stuff, but you should be able to do other stuff. You shouldn't just be confined to farming because that will get extremely boring. But yes, you are correct when you say there's other things that are more lucrative, that could be more lucrative. It could be. But I don't think that, I think you have to farm, you have to mine in order to raise in order to get better tools. And you want better tools because it takes, number one, it'll be less energy for you to hit something. It'll be better for you because you'll be able to do stuff faster and be able to get to other things. So guys, I'm going to end the episode there. I should have ended it earlier. I am sorry. But I have fun with this game. I absolutely love this game. And I hope that you can grow to love it too. Give it a shot. It's Sunrise's Order. This is just trying to play it. I'll see you in the next episode. And please stay safe, everyone.